It's traditional, it's classy, and it is really well built and just makes sense for a lot of people looking to go out RV camping. Let's go take a look. Welcome back to another video, y'all. If you're new here, my name is Myles with Firmly Unbound, and we are taking a look at this Forest River Rockwood Signature fifth wheel RV today. This here, the floor plan layout on it, the model number is the 361 RLS. Now, this here is going to be, and you'll be able to see the floor plan layout and the specs on the screen. This is going to be one of those floor plans that is not the most exciting because it's not something like terribly different, which is fine. The RV that I bought was not a floor plan that was terribly different either. In fact, the floor plan that I bought in my travel trailer RV recently is so traditional. My family has a 20-year-old fifth wheel RV that is nearly identical to the floor plan of the travel trailer that I just bought. So it's been a tried and true floor plan, and there's a reason that they keep making the same floor plans year after year after year. It's because they just make sense. So this here is going to be a little bit of a longer fifth wheel RV that just has a really practical floor plan layout. You can see like also really well equipped up on the roof. It has 3 ACs on here, equipped with solar as well. You have frameless windows, ABS now, Goodyear endurance tires, nice looking black wheels. Has a little bit more of a cream color on the outside, so it's, you know, kind of a more traditional and you could maybe say elegant look versus like a, you know, really bright white exterior that looks a little bit more modern. A lot of campers used to look like this, and then as more and more have gone to white, Rockwood has decided to stick with this a little bit more cream color. It still looks like pretty white without glasses on. I'm realizing the tint on my glasses make it look a little bit darker than it is, but nonetheless, it is just like a slight, there's like a slight creaminess to the color in here. It's definitely, you know, tangible, and I don't know if it'll translate on camera or not, but it's just not like a really bright white. Like even in these two models here, you might be able to see the contrast and the difference there. But just a slight creaminess to the color there, giving it a little bit more traditional look. Let's look at the specs real quick before we head inside. Let's head over here to this sticker over here, get most of our information over here. Oh, whoops, so up on this front portion of the cap there. So right at 36 feet 10 inches, this also makes this a floor plan that's going to be, you know, a lot easier to get into a lot of different campsites and stuff like that. Gross vehicle weight rating is 12,305 pounds. That is with a 1,756 pound cargo carrying capacity. And then the unloaded vehicle weight rating is right here, 10,490 pounds. Fiberglass sided, has nice thick baggage doors here. They're not the like really thin ones that you see. And this signature model is definitely going to be, you know, as far as Rockwood goes with their fifth wheel RVs, this is their, you know, Rockwood's top of the line fifth wheel RV. Not necessarily to say that it's like a top of the line fifth wheel RV, because it's still somewhat, you know, considered a mid, actually, in pretty much every way, it's still going to be considered a mid-size fifth wheel RV. Things like having the slant down in the roof line there, not having a drop frame underneath here to give the bigger storage up front, a slight drop down in the front cap area as well, although it does have more of a like full profile looking front cap, meaning the front cap doesn't have like any roundedness in it or anything like that. It's still going to be more of a mid-size fifth wheel. So you see some of those characteristics with like a 4-point auto leveling system on here versus like a 6-point, and that's an electric auto leveling system, not hydraulic. So some of those bigger fifth wheel RVs that are full profile will have that 6-point hydraulic auto leveling. But right here, we can see everything that is going into the build on this Rockwood. Now, keep in mind also that Rockwood and Flagstaff are essentially the same brands. They just have different names on the outside. So all the same construction, all the same floor plans, just slightly different colors and a different name on the outside from Rockwood and Flagstaff. Complete composite wall construction here. You have a walkable roof, 5/8 inch thick plywood subflooring. Again, the ABS system on the brakes is going to be really nice. You'll see that when anytime you see those red drum brakes, that's going to mean it has ABS on it. And so many other things. You can obviously pause the video and read through this here, but we're going to step inside and start going through this fifth wheel. Quick couple things though, it does have the shade installed on this window already, and then this does have the screenshot as well, so that's going to allow this screen door as it gets going here to close on its own without you having to close it. And also, it has a friction hinge door, so that's nice. So it's a little bit windy today, and this door is not going to fly all over the place on you. And then also has a latch here to catch it in case you need that, and it has a rubber stopper here so it doesn't just slam into your sidewall. All of those really nice things that not everybody does. It also has a strut assisted entry step as we walk inside, so that's weightless there for you. Always a nice little added touch, making it easier for you getting in and out of there when you're packing up or unloading your RV, getting to your campsite. As we step inside, I'm curious your guys' thoughts. I would love to gauge, how do you all feel about floor plans like this? Because this is just a traditional rear living floor plan for a fifth wheel RV. There's really nothing like, out of the box or unordinary about it. And the reason they keep building these is because they just make a lot of sense for a lot of people. So I'd be curious your thoughts on that. But with this floor plan layout, you get the island kitchen here. We do have a solid surface, kind of like ceramic style countertop here. So that's very nice. Outlets there. And it is a longer extended island here. See your light fixtures up over the island. You have the LED light up in that fixture as well. And then it does have a ceiling fan in here. As we turn this way, no carpet anywhere in this fifth wheel RV, which is awesome. I have not seen a single bit of carpet anywhere. So no carpet in the slide out. You have this ottoman style seating here. It does use Velcro to hold that in place. And then this should have, has storage down underneath here as well. And with this, you can move this anywhere in the fifth wheel RV. So if you wanted to move it into this area, you certainly can do that. Right here, you have your table, and it does have this storage drawer underneath right there. Pull that out. And then it is going to have this extendable leaf as well. So that will pull out. So you have the table there. It is like a pedestal style table. One thing I do wish this had is just the versatility to kind of convert this into a desk space. This table is just screwed into the floor. So if you did want to take it out and put something else here, you certainly could do that. It's not outside the realm of possibility. In fact, I have a dining table in my Alliance Delta that I just bought, and that's possibly something I might be looking at doing to my RV, is building a desk where the dining area is at. All of your windows here along the campsite have pull down blackout shades. They do not have any valances along the windows though, so you will have a little bit of light bleed coming through the sides. And then windows will open up here. All these windows with the twist knob, because they're frameless windows, they will open up like so to allow breeze in. Have this light up over the top right there. And then you have two really nice recliners here. These are very comfy. And this fifth wheel just feels very wide. Like when I sit here, I'm like, wow, this is a lot of space. And I think part of that is because they put the TV all the way up against the back wall instead of like kind of pushing it forward and then having a bit of storage behind the TV. I'm curious what y'all would think about that as well, because, you know, you get all this extra countertop space that's usable, which is awesome. But almost every other brand out there takes the TV and puts it like right here and then has a bit of storage space behind the TV. Some other brands will do like a hidden pantry behind something like this. So lots of different ways that brands can go about this space, and that is just how they decided to go with it on this Rockwood here. Also should note, Rockwood does have some different color options, which is not super common in this class of RV. So we're seeing it now with kind of this like dark grayish brown wood in here, but they also have options that you'll see out there in the market where you have more of like a light colored wood, and you can just get really two contrasting color options from Rockwood and Flagstaff. Going back to the recliners, see how these are power recliners right here, and those will open up like so. Very nice. This material feels like a little bit more on the soft side, so it just is nice to the touch. And then the recliner lays back. I don't even think I put it back all the way. Yeah, I did not. So yeah, that's as far as it lays back right there. So nice recliner space, USB and USB Type-C ports. You have cup holders here, and then you're going to have a little armrest storage there. Plus, of course, comes with these pillows. And then as we turn around this way, love this Millersburg couch that you get right here. Very nice, kind of almost residential looking couch. And then this will pull out and make into basically between like a queen and a king size bed. It just won't be quite as long, but it'll essentially fill almost this whole space as a bed and give you a spot to sleep. Plus, having this sofa here, this is going to be long enough for anybody that's, under probably like 5'8" or maybe 5'7". You'd be able to lay out all the way across on here and give you a comfortable spot to take a nap. If you're any taller, you could lay on here with your head on the armrest or your feet over the armrest and stuff like that. And then this is a cloth sofa, which I actually like. The advantage to the cloth is that it's not going to have that same kind of heat and coldness characteristics like these leather materials or the fake leather materials will have, where if this is sitting in the sun, it's not going to take on nearly as much heat. And then if it's cold, it's not going to feel nearly as cold to the touch either. So it's just a little bit more comfortable. And oftentimes these cloth furnitures just have a little bit more comfort to them as well. They feel a little bit softer to sit on. So as I sit on this here, oh yeah. Oh, this is nice. This is the perfect combination of like softness and firmness in the sofa. It's great. I love it. You can see my view here sitting in this back corner. Can see all the way around. You'll have all your windows here on the campsite. Have a nice big window here too to look outside. You have these kind of, residential or like hotel looking lights. More storage up above here. So if you're wanting to full time in something like this, you have that additional storage. It's kind of interesting. You can see they have the thermostat right here for the AC up on the ceiling. That's not a super common position I see for something like that. You just want to be mindful not to have air probably blowing like directly towards that thermostat, so I'd keep them angled maybe outwards a little bit. But I would imagine that would be kind of nice because the warmest part of the RV is probably going to be up near the ceiling. So I would imagine having that thermostat location there for the AC will keep that cold air going till this entire area gets to that temperature and not just, maybe the lower portions of the RV. Ceiling fan in here to circulate air. It has a nice big speaker here in the ceiling right there. And then it has 3 air conditioners. So you can see 2 in this living room space, another one in the bedroom. So you're going to have really fantastic climate control in here with having these 2 ACs in this space. Both are ducted together. So they're all going to come out of the AC vents, or you can also leave these open and have it just dump out of those spaces there. And that will cool down this RV pretty dang quick when you need it. Fireplace here is an electric heat source for you. On the sides of the sofa, you see outlets and USB ports. No storage underneath there though. And then this is a 50-inch Insignia TV. Have storage space up here. All hidden hinges on your cabinets, so that gives it a nice finish. And then you have soft close on these cabinet doors there. Going into this kitchen space, see your storage here. Magnet latches to hold all of your cabinets closed. Those are not soft close. Standard microwave, it is a residential size microwave, but no air fryer function on that or like a convection oven. Storage all the way around. And then you have 2 pop-up outlet towers, one on each side of the stove. USB ports on the bottom, and then they are a wireless charging pad on the top when you have it in that position. You can see another one right there. This is a Furrion stove, so it's a 3-burner stove, has a little bit more of that industrial look. Really nice. And then see here, you have some white lights that turn on the stove. And underneath here, you're going to have your oven under there. Pretty good size oven. You can cook just about anything in there. It's not the biggest oven out there in existence, but it's definitely not the smallest. And it does, because it's not taller, gives you that additional storage underneath the oven. More storage space down underneath here. You can see that tower kind of goes down into the space as well. And then you have 4 drawers all along this side. And in the drawers, they're doing a plywood drawer construction, and they're using staples to hold that in place. And these, ooh, are these soft close? Yeah, soft close drawers. Nice. Coming this way, you have your trash can spot here in the island, and then you have a little hidden cutting board. So that's nice. This cutting board does come out, so you can use this wherever you want. Push that back in. Kind of goes in on its own, and then that soft close there. Outlet here on the side of the island. No floor vents for the heat, so they're running through that island there. And then you have a utensil drawer. And then 3 more drawers here. Tire pressure monitoring system on this 5th wheel RV. Stainless steel sink. Again, solid surface countertops. Off-centered sink, so it gives you more countertop space right here versus like if they did a central sink and you were kind of limited on both sides of the sink for your countertop space. Here underneath the sink, plenty of storage under there, and then it will not be prepped for something like a dishwasher. Residential reefer water valve. I'm not sure what that means, actually. I assume that's something for the refrigerator. If somebody knows what that is indicating exactly, I actually don't know exactly what the significance of that is. So if someone would let me know, that'd be great. Right here, you're going to have a Magic Chef refrigerator and freezer. They do have the latch secured on here, so this is going to keep it closed while you're going down the road, but you can just twist this off when you're not going down the road, and that will allow this to open up. Looks like, hmm. There we go. Okay, it's just a magnet latch on that. I didn't want to mess anything up. You know, you always got to be a little careful when opening the refrigerators. This might literally be the first time this refrigerator has been opened because those seals feel like they have never been like broke free before. You have an ice maker here in the freezer portion, and then you do have a little bit more freezer storage up there. So a good size refrigerator and freezer. And then again, this knob will go right back in here to keep all of this closed while you're going down the road. So that's something you don't want to lose after you buy your RV, or if you do, you want to get another one because it's definitely always a possibility for that refrigerator to open up. In fact, it has happened to my dad before. He sent me a picture getting to a camping spot where they were camping, and his entire refrigerator was spilled out on the floor, including all the eggs that broke open everywhere. So definitely don't lose that, and make sure to secure your refrigerator. Height adjustable and removable shelves in here. You do have an outlet in the pantry as well, so that's nice whether you want to plug in some sort of appliance in here or put like a cordless vacuum or something like that. You have a sensor here for motion activated lights. More storage up here. This is all solid stained hardwood on all of your cabinet doors and drawers. So good quality with that. Little coffee bar area here with some storage up above it. And then under here you have outlets, USB ports, another storage drawer. It's a little shallow on that drawer, so kind of good for like keys, and that could be like a junk drawer, basically, is how I would view that. And then storage space under there. Here we have liquefied. This is a black tank treatment for your RV, so you can find this on Amazon. They also have the liquid version of this, and this is going to prevent odor in your black tank. It's going to help break down the waste really well and makes dumping your black tank a whole lot easier. So this is a great product. I will be using it in my RV, and you can find that on Amazon. Going up the steps, no storage underneath the steps in here. And then open this up. You have your controls for this fifth wheel RV. This will connect to your phone. You're going to have your awning and slide out switches here. With the slide closed, it does look like you're not going to be able to get to the refrigerator in this model. So that is something that could be a concern for some people, as this refrigerator is going to come up right against this island. So you would have to push this slide out about a foot to like maybe 18 inches or so to be able to get into that refrigerator door. That's something that I don't think is a huge deal, but some people definitely feel like that is just a deal breaker. So that is something that you should know, that you can't get to that refrigerator with the slide closed. And then you can see how the lights came on as soon as we like walked by. So that's a nice little feature there. You have your tank levels here, and it does have 12-volt heat pads on your water tanks. Have your handle right here going up the steps. I guess I should also point out, like, this is your solar charge controller here. Sorry, so that's monitoring the charge that's coming down from the solar panels to the battery right there. And then you have your switch for your ceiling fan. Right here is going to be your climate control. So this is for the 3 ACs here. None of them are on right now, but that's your AC controls. Nice little touch. They have this magnet latch here to catch that door as you open it, going to the bedroom. And then as we step up into this space, do a quick height check. With my shoes on right now, it's safe to say I'm right at about 6'3" with the shoes I have on. And you can see the height on this is probably only about 6'2", maybe 6'1". So if you're 6'1" or over, you're going to definitely find yourself ducking to go in and out of the bedroom just a little bit. Going into the bathroom, not so much a problem. There's height here. And I'll just step into the shower real quick since we're in this position and show you here in the shower. The shower height is fantastic. I mean, you're going to be able to be like, gosh, probably 6'8", 6'9" before you're going to run out of space there. And then to the shortest spots, it's probably about 6'5", 6'6". So that's fantastic. Turn this back around. Here in the bathroom, you have your medicine cabinet there. 3 shelves inside the medicine cabinet. Plastic sink here. You can see the size of the sink. And then under here, a single shelf there for storage. Then you can see there are not Doesn't look like there's any individual shutoff valves for water lines underneath there. So if that's the case, which it looks like it is, that would mean that if you have a water leak, you would have to turn off all the water in the RV to fix a leak, because there's not going to be an individual shutoff valve for those. Although we'll check outside and see if there's anything outside that, you know, indicates anything different. Shelving space through here and through here. And then you have a bigger vent fan here in the bathroom. This is a porcelain foot flush toilet with a plastic toilet seat there. Have your little towel rack, and then I don't know, there's not really like a designated spot for toilet paper. So what I'd recommend is you could do it possibly inside a cabinet here, or you could maybe do it right there, or you could mount something to the door right here for a toilet paper holder. But kind of interesting, it doesn't come with a toilet paper roll holder. Spot for a wine guard antenna right here. If you wanted to go with a wine guard 5G and Wi-Fi setup, that is where that router would go right there. The router you do have to purchase separately. And as we go back into the bedroom, again, no carpet in here. So you can see, sometimes you'll see carpet on like these little areas here, but no carpet whatsoever. King size bed here in the bedroom, decent amount of space to walk around the bed, and no floor vents here, even going into the bedroom for the heat. Little cubby areas here up above the bed. Looks like you have outlets and USB ports right here next to this shelf or under this shelf. And individual reading lights for each person, just with the white, like cool kind of light tone there. And two doors here accessing that storage space. Turning around, this looks to be about 32-inch screen TV here in the bedroom. 2 windows. And then you're going to have 3 drawers here for some storage. A little bit of shoe storage down underneath there. And one thing that I really love about Rockwood and Flagstaff that they do is underneath the bed and underneath your dining tables and things like that, they have aluminum framing all throughout here. They also do aluminum framing up through the roof. These are areas that virtually every other brand use wood. So to see aluminum framing through here, and again, aluminum framing through the roof, is just a really nice touch of quality and, you know, increase the longevity and stuff like that. That is really a priority with Rockwood and Flagstaff to keep that consistent with that kind of, you know, quality to construction. Also worth noting that, like, with your slide out mechanism here, you can see it back there, kind of how these, you know, pins will slide back here. This is also going to show, like, when you push this slide in, you'll have a slight gap like underneath here as this comes back. So you want to make sure these areas are all cleared out, or at least anything that's, you know, higher than the height of that black rail right there needs to be cleared out, because that slide out will come back and hit those areas. Strut assisted on that bed. And then with the mattress, this is definitely a more premium mattress than you find on most RVs. So that is going to be a mattress where most people, I do not think, yeah, you will not find yourself likely having to upgrade that mattress, which is awesome. AC in here, you can see it's dual ducted, so you have ducting here and here for your AC, so that means air is flowing out both directions. That gives you a total of 4 vents here in the bedroom, and these are ducted to the other ACs as well, so plenty of airflow coming into this bedroom space. Washer and dryer connections in here, plus a height adjustable shelving. That'll make that very easy to install a washer and dryer if you want. And you have the clothing rod up here, so if you want to use this as a closet, you have plenty of space to do that. And then finally, some storage space up above the closet. And then into the closet, motion activated light. You have the clothing rod all the way across, going to have plenty of support there so it doesn't sag or anything like that. 3 shelves and 2 more drawers along the bottom here for some storage. You can see the other one right there. And it is open into that washer dryer area right here. I'm not exactly sure why, but nonetheless, it is open through that space. More outlets and USB ports on this side of the kind of dresser storage here. And then that is pretty much it. Like I said, a decent amount of space to walk around the bed, so you can see all that floor space there. Plenty of room to walk around. And as we walk back down this way, let's go finish taking a look at the outside, because there's a few different things to take a look at out here. So you have your handrail that goes all the way down to the bottom of the steps. Again, you have the ABS system on here, as you can tell with the red drum brakes, and then you have black wheels on here, which is a really nice kind of, a modern look with a more traditional looking fifth wheel. So I kind of like that contrast. And then you have this Kurt suspension system here. This is new. I don't know a whole heck of a lot about this Kurt suspension system. It doesn't look like a super premium suspension system, but it's definitely better than, a standard suspension system. You can kind of see down underneath there. But this is my first time seeing this exact Kurt suspension system, so I haven't really got like the full rundown on that quite yet. Spot here to store a sewer hose. Outlets right here. And then you have back here outdoor shower connection, so hot and cold water. Outlets there. Fully enclosed underbelly, 12-volt heat pads on your water tanks. Have a propane quick connect line, and then you do have an accessory mount right here. So different accessories like a griddle cooktop or something like that can attach into this spot right here. Now, I don't know if it comes with those. It's always hard to say at these shows because, some of these models, it's like they're, early iterations of these, and I haven't like got to see them too much on a lot yet. So I don't know, and sometimes they take that kitchen equipment out so no one like steals it or anything. You have a through frame rack and pinion style slide out mechanism on those slides. Then you come back this way, prep to add a backup camera, another storage door back through here. And then you do have a what looks like a towing hitch along the back here. Yeah, rated for 3,000 pounds, 300-pound hitch weight on there. Ladder to get up onto the roof already installed, frameless windows, and prep to add a backup camera. Same slide mechanisms over here. This looks like this is going to be a freshwater fill right there, so you can fill your freshwater tank. 50-amp power connection is on the back corner of the fifth wheel RV. That's going to make it pretty easy and convenient to hook up to most power locations. More storage back along this way. And you can see here with these storage doors, magnet latches to hold those up. Super thick on these, a lot thicker than a lot of other storage doors. And you have the slam latch mechanisms on those. This here gets to the back of the refrigerator, so you can get to the ice maker valve back here. And then it has a magnet latch to hold that open. All of your dump station areas or all of your black and gray tanks dump right here. So everything will come to this one spot, and you can see you have quick, easy access right there to your sewer hose. Water connections right here with the Nautilus water management system. It also is going to have a water filtration system built in as well. And love right here that you don't have to duck under anything to work in this space. So you can see the way that door opens up. There's no slide outs in the way or anything like that, making it very easy to access this area and not have to like break your back to go and do that. So that's very nice. Have this door that opens up. This is going to be where your auto leveling controls are. Like this is one of the storage doors. You can see how this one is a lot more thin than all of the others. So this is kind of what's usually standard across the RV industry, and most of these storage doors have been a bit thicker than that. But storage space all throughout here. You can see the aluminum framing up underneath there, climate controlled in this space as well. Has a little bit of an indentation there for a bit more space. And then no drop frame on here, so it's kind of a traditional storage space, whereas a fifth wheel RV with a drop frame will have a taller storage space. Two 30-pound propane bottles. And then a really nice looking front cap. It has a couple accent lights that aren't on right now that would go right here. And I believe those light up in like an amber color. Same thing with underneath here as well, right there. Kurt Rotaflex pin box. So this is going to have a rubber bushing right here that will absorb shock as you go up and down the road. And then you have your docking light switch on. Oh, you can turn those on right here so you can see those on. Oh, it's white actually. Nice. So it's like a cool white tone. Also worth noting, up underneath here, you have like a nicely finished off look here. Sometimes you see some brands that it's just like they don't do anything here and it's just completely open, and you see all the cut fiberglass. So it's nice to see a little bit better quality there. You have your spot for your battery inside of here, battery disconnect switch, and that is pretty much it. So that is all I got for y'all. The last thing would be the price on this. Now, they do not have the price here displayed yet at the Florida RV show where I am filming this. So let me see if I can find that for you real quick. So really nice aggressive pricing on this. It's going to fall right in the $60,000 price range, which I think is actually a really good deal for what you get in this fifth wheel RV, the size of it, the quality that you're getting. I mean, it's It's really dang nice. It's going to compete with a lot of other mid-size fifth wheel RVs that just don't have. This is like a mid-size fifth wheel RV that has a lot of qualities and aspects to it that feel like a full-size or full-profile fifth wheel RV, but it's still maintaining that mid-size fifth wheel RV price. So I think it's a really great deal. You let me know what you think down below in the comments though. Now that's all I got for y'all. If you're looking for your next RV, there is a link down below in the comments and description to help you get started. And until next time, live firmly unbound.